Hello guys, welcome back. In this video, we'll be learning about the stack component and the page component. Right, this is very useful in our future projects and a very used component. So I hope you know what a stack is, right? Let me tell you what a stack is, and let me tell you the application of a stack. So stack is basically one page over the other. For example, if you see this part here is the code, right? This entire part is the code. Now, if you open main.cpp, the this area remains the same, but the file is replaced. Like earlier, it was main.qml file, and if I double click here, it will be main.cpp, right? So I am just replacing the file, and if I just click on close, the previous file will be opened, right? Again, if I click here and I click on cmake, let it. I don't know why my PC is a bit slow, but yeah. So one cmake file is placed, and if I close, I'll go back to the previous, or if I click on this one, I'll go back. Like this is just how a stack works. So this is a stack. So putting one page over the other, this is how a stack is implemented. So let's first work with stack. Now before stack, we need to know what a page is. Now page is very simply just like a rectangle component, but it has a header and a footer. So it can have a header. If you know what an application window is, window also had header and footer. So page also has header and footer and the main component like content inside. So let's say header is rectangle. First let's fill the page and say anchors dot fill parent, and header will be, let's say, height 30, color green, and footer also a rectangle. The footer is a rectangle and the height is, let's say, 50. The color is, let's say, red, and the inside there is a content text. The value is page, right? And font size is, let's say, 15, and anchors dot center in parent. Let's see. As you can see, this is the header and this is the footer and this is the component page. If you give some margins, you will see anchors dot margins, let's say 20. Now if you see, this is the application window and this is the page inside. The page also can have a background, so I'll say background of, let's say, yellow, sorry, rectangle, and the color of the rectangle will be, let's say, yellow. Yellow is bad, so let's give it some something like 36, and let's see. Excuse me. As you can see, the page can also have a background of its own, header and footer. So very simple stuff. Now I hope you got what a page is. We'll be using this later. Now let's learn about what a stack is. So for stack, we need something called StackView. Give it some ID of, let's say, my stack. My stack, yeah, this is good enough. Now also, let's say, anchors dot fill parent, anchors dot margins 30, or you can just group them together. So I'll say anchors fill parent and margins 20, and close this, indent properly, remove this. Yeah, so this is grouping. It looks better, good way to practice your code. So this is stack. Initially there is no item in this stack, so we have to push elements in the stack, right? So initially you won't be able to see anything, just the gray from the application window, because initially there is nothing in this stack. So for pushing items, you need to use components. So I'll say component, give it some ID of, let's say, my page, and let's set it as page. The title will be, okay, so inside page, let's set the background to a rectangle, and the color of the background will be q.rgba and math.random. So basically, any random color will be the background always, right? So, and the opacity will be 0.7. So this is a bit opaque, like not very bright. Now inside the page, let's add a text component and center it in the page. Anchors of center in parent, font size 15. Color, let's say color, let it be black in color because this is opaque, so let's make it 0.5. And the value of the text will be let's say my page. Right, now here if you run the application, still the page will not be shown, right? Because it is not pushed in the stack. You have to push element in the stack, right? So one way is to set initial item. So by default, this page will be there. Now if you run the application once, you will see a green color. This is random color, and it says my page. Now let's do one thing. Let's increase the margin to, let's say 80, and below the stack view, let's add a row layout button. Import QT controls for the buttons, and import QT layouts for the row layout. So now you can use these two things properly. So the layout will be anchors.bottom, parent.bottom, and anchors.horizontal center, parent.horizontal center, and anchors.bottom margin of, let's say 20. Now you can obviously group them like this. I'm too lazy to do that, but that's a good practice. Also gives some spacing of for the, there will be two buttons, so let's give it a spacing of 40. Now the first button, let's not make it very fancy, just simply text will be add page, and on clicked there is a property, you have to add the page in the stack. So we'll say my stack view dot push. This method is used to add something. Now I'll say push, but what you have to push, this my page component. Now be careful, whenever you push this component, a new page will be created each time when you click on the button. It will push a new page because this is a component. So each time a new component will be created, right? Now, so let's say the first page is green in color, the second page will be blue, third will be brown, so and so forth. So the next text will be, actually good practice to use QString translate. So in QSTR I'll say remove page, and as you have guessed, on clicked I'll say my stack dot pop. So it will pop the topmost page. You will see, right? I'll show you how. Let's first run the application once. Okay, so I will click on add page. I'll click on add page, and you can see many pages are being added. So let's say this page color is green. Remember that, right? Add page. Now this is yellow. Now when I remove this page, you will see it will be green. And before that there was blue color. So it will be blue color. Yeah, this one. So again, let's say add page. Add page. So if you remove this, it will be deep violet. Now if you remove this, it will be light violet. This one. Yeah. So this is how a stack works. You are pushing page and popping the page, right? So below this component, there are several other pages. So if you keep on removing, you'll see you're left with the first page, which was green in color. Let's run the application once. So it is red. Now if you remove all of them, again you will be left with the first page, right? So that's how the stack view works. Very simple thing, right? Also, if you want to remove all the pages, you can just say pop null. So it will remove all the pages and only one page will be left, which is the initial page. See, all of them are removed, right? So if you remove, nothing happens. Let's add more pages. So again, you will see we are left with the first page. Now, just by the text my page, we are not able to understand, right, whether something is happening or not. So let's find if there is any way to decide how many pages are there in the stack. So there is a property in stack called depth. So I'll say my stack dot depth. It will tell how many pages are there in the stack, and this text will be filled with that value. Let's see now. Depth is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. So it's 11. If you remove, depth again becomes 1, right? You'll see a slight delay, like this 2 will change to 3, right? So because that's this transition thing is happening. If you don't like this transition thing, it's very simple, right? You just have to remove all the transitions. So in this stack view, click here. You will see uh, pop enter, pop exit, push enter, push exit, right? And replace. So if you don't want the animations, just do one thing, just copy this all these values and fill them with null. So I'll say pop enter null, pop exit null, push enter null, push exit null, replace enter. I know this is very tedious, but what can we say? Replace exit null. Now there will be no transition, it will be very fast, and that is how a stack view should be implemented. We don't want animations, right? There is no animation here, so this is how a stack view should be implemented. There is no need for adding animations here, it will simply delay the thing, right? So that was about stack view and page. Most of the things which you like know are already here. So uh, let's let's do one more thing. Instead of my page something, hmm, let's do one thing, right? Let's change the text to, let's say, required property string uh, page text, and we'll be passing this property, right? Okay, so this will not be null, right? Anyway, so let's say we'll be passing this property here, right? So this will be page text, right? Now whenever you push the page, you also have to fill this data because this is required. Now how will you do that, right? So what you have to do is you have to give comma, and then you have to say page text, and here you can say something gibberish, right? So, or let's say my page plus math dot random. So a random number will be generated, right? So let's see. Required property is not set. Okay, just let's remove the required property and let's see now. Because this initial item thing was giving an issue here. Let's see now. Yeah, now this is happening properly. Let's try to fix the initial item. Uh, uh, I'll show you what I'm doing. Let me first fill the value. So it will need page text, and let's give it first page. I think now it should work properly, I guess. Yeah, as you can see, this is working properly. I'll tell you what I did, right? Don't get confused. So what's happening is this is the stack view, right? This is the stack view. Let me zoom out a bit, and if you see, this is the stack view, right? You're pushing the page, and inside the page there are some properties. Let's say there are some more properties, right? There are 4 properties. So what you will do is you will create a JSON or something, right? You will fill these properties. Let's say there is another property. Let's say there are two properties, right? One is page text. The other property is let's say property int page number, right? So page text plus page number. So what you have to do here is you have to say page text, and also you have to give page number. I hope you are getting me. So first you will give the component ID. You are creating a new page, right? So ID is my page. So give the ID, and then whatever data you need to fill, all this data, whatever data you need to fill, whatever property you need to fill, you have to provide here, right? So Yeah, let's do this. After that, we'll do that. So page number will be 1 initially, because only this is the first page, because initial item. Here also, let's modify this. Let's change the page text to this is a page text, and also you need to provide the page number property. The number will be anything man.random. So this will be from 0 to 1, right? So let's see. I hope you're not getting confused. Okay, this is a page. First page 1 is correct, but why is this like this? I guess the man.random thing is not an integer, right? It's a real number. I think that is the issue. It provides a double number. Like, I hope you know what integer and double float, all the points are, right? So I think that's the issue. Yeah, now it's properly, because it's a real number, right? Uh, I'm telling you once again, like, if you know what a double number is, right, you will understand. Because integer only holds 0, 1, 2, 3. Double holds 0 0.3, 0 0.4, 0 0.5, like that, right? So yeah. Now if I try to give some spacing here, it will be more clear to you what's actually happening. Right? This is a JSON object, and this is the key and the value. Key and the value. So this is the key, these are the keys, and I'm providing the value here, right? I hope now it's a bit more clear to you. This is the page, and these are the values I'm providing, right? So again here I'll just press enter, so it's more obvious to you now. Yeah. So I'm providing the key and the value. I'm providing the key and the value. So very simply JSON thing, right? So this is about StackView and how to add pages in the StackView. It can be other thing also, right? It can also be a rectangle. No need for always pages. I can also say component, first page or first item, right? I'll call it rectangle, and the color of, let's say, green, and let's say opacity of, let's say, 0.4, and button at the center, anchors dot center in parent, and the button text will be just click me. Nothing fancy has to happen here, right? And here I'll say first item. So initial item will be just first item. Now first item is a rectangle, but the others are pages, but still it will work fine. So you can say click me, but nothing happens. But yeah, this is the first page. After that, these are all the pages, right? Now if you remove, this is the first component. So it need not be a page. It can be anything. It can be rectangle. It can be some other thing also, some button also, or something. But the main thing is that you have to push and you have to pop, and you have to like add items in the stack view. So this is about stack view. I think I hope you understand, right, what a stack view is. Thank you for watching. Take care. I'll see you in the next video.